Welcome back to our little homestead. Today we are going to be making an orange dreamsicle cake with cream cheese frosting. And we're making this cake from our food storage. We're going to start this cake by preheating our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now let's go live. Hi, it's Janie Pendleton. We're back at the homestead. And what we're doing today is we just broke out the beast here. We've got the oven preheated to 350 degrees. That was the bell you just heard. We have our lightly floured, lightly greased, our 9 by 13 inch pan. I use my smallest version of that pan so the cake's a little thicker. It's perfect whenever you're doing any kind of a pudding or a Jello poke cake. And here we have the orange Jello, because we are doing an orange Jello poke cake. And you can do the smaller box. This is just happened to be what I had in food storage. Remember, this is a food storage cake. And everybody really likes this. And then right here, I just got some cream cheese, rich and creamy frosting. This stays great on the shelf for quite some time. Matter of fact, I think so this is November 2020, so this is good for a year. You're gonna need 1 1/4 cups of room temperature water. You're gonna need 1/3 cup of your favorite oil. Here I've got a vegetable oil. You can use canola, corn oil, safflower oil, whatever you put in your cake. You can use that. And then here I've got a package of the Super Moist Betty Crocker cake mix, the white. You can do a cherry chip. I wish they had an orange chip cake. That would be perfect for this. It also calls for 3 eggs, so I gotta get those out of the refrigerator. My eggs have been washed and dried. I'll just cradle them right here so they don't roll off the counter. Here we go. All right, and that's your ingredients. Let's go ahead, while the oven is preheating, and go ahead and start our ingredients. We're gonna start with our package of cake mix. We're going to add our 3 eggs. Normally I'll crack these in a separate container, but I'm in a hurry today. So if you just crack it to the side, anything extra will fall off to the side. There. Just do it a little slower. There we go. But it is good, do as I say, not as I do, it is good to crack your eggs in a separate bowl. We're going to add our 1 1/4 cups of water. Here it is. I'm going to turn this on slightly. Guess I needed my microphone on so you can hear me over the blender. Just on low. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. Make sure to get it all in there. Go ahead, and once this is moistened, speed it up gradually. There you go, and we're going to whip it up for about 2 minutes. We'll be right back. Okay, we're going to drop it down here. Cake looks a little thin, but you know I double checked those ingredients and they're accurate, so just must be that particular mix or different. This one is a pain in the butt to get off. There we go. Alright, so we're just going to scrape the bottom of the bowl one last time, give it a good stir, and then we're going to pour it in gently, just like that. Make it so you can see it. Make sure you get all that goodness out, okay? You want it all. Alright, I'm just going to cut this through here. Some people actually tap this on the countertop to get the bubbles out. I just run and kind of cut a knife or my spatula through just like this. That gets a nice dense cake that raises nicely with not a lot of big air pockets. All right, we're going to slip this in a 350 degree oven. For 29 to 34 minutes. You can use the toothpick test by sticking a toothpick near the center of the cake and it should come out clean. And or you can just press it down with your finger and it should bounce back. All right, in a cup and a quarter of hot water, pretty much boiling in the microwave, I added 6 ounces of that 16-ounce container of orange Jello. You can use cherry or berry or whatever flavor you like. I'm using orange here. Okay, and while that's sitting there, we're just going to take and we're going to poke, not all the way through. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to pour this right on top. I let the cake cool for about 10 minutes before I did this. Pour this right on top. We're going to let this sit for about 15 minutes. We're going to put it in the refrigerator when it's cool enough. Be sure and put some hot pads on the glass if you have glass and not wire shelves in the refrigerator. And we're going to let this sit up in the refrigerator for about an hour and a half. And we'll be right back. Okay, there it is. Okay, Papa, what are you eating?
I am eating your cake.
Are you eating a cake? It'll be, oh, it's drippy. Go ahead.
It is really good.
What's it remind you of? We got the light in the background there. Let's go ahead and take a bite together. It's really moist.
A little orangey flavor and cake flavor.
Orange
vanilla.
Yeah, it's got the vanilla cake. It's got the orange Jello in there. You can see the striping there of it. Oops, but it's so moist it's falling apart.
We don't mind that.
That's really good. And I've got the cream cheese frosting on here. So everything here was made out of food stores, except for the eggs, and that is kind of because we have 120 eggs. We have more than that. We have 180 eggs about left in food stores. Correct? Sorry, I'm trying to get the window out from behind you. And Bo's at my feet here. 2 Socks. His name's Bo, but I call him 2 Socks. He's half chocolate lab and half husky. Get a load of those eyes on him. Hi, buddy. You wanting some cake?
Yeah, probably.
He wants some cake. So anyway, what do you think of it?
It's very good. It's moist. It's I like it the way it is.
It almost has a dreamsicle taste to it, doesn't it?
It's good.
That's the first time I've done it with orange Jello. So anyway, because you work so hard, I made you a cake.
Thank you.
Anyway, here it is, and you can see where the Jello came down, where I poked it with the wooden spoon. My batteries were all going dead, so you might not. I don't know. I hope I got that part where I just took a wooden spoon and poked the holes. But anyway, easy recipe, something you can make for a quick food storage dessert. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have a food storage recipe or dessert, we don't need a lot of desserts here, so a main dish or soups. That's the kind of thing we're really looking for. So be sure and subscribe. We hope everybody's doing well, and we have some updates coming up. We love you. Blessings. Subscribe and get some orange dreamsicle cake.